But nah, man. All-Star Weekend was this past weekend. Um, I'm gonna start here, and then obviously we'll unpack everything else surrounding it. As everybody and their mama have all been saying, All-Star Weekend isn't the same. It's whack. It's so on and so forth. I probably seen in total like screen watch time, maybe no more than 5 minutes of everything combined, like just the highlights, because I didn't like turn on TV to like watch All Star Weekend, like not even a little bit. I seen some
Wow.
highlights. I seen some highlights of Celebrity Game with Casanata and Drewski. Obviously, that was probably like the two main attractions. I seen Saturday night for I seen McClung, obviously. I seen his highlight dunk paying tribute to Blake Griffin. I seen that. Did not watch the whole entirety of the slam dunk contest. Didn't watch the 3-point contest at all. And then I seen on Sunday that I think Team OGs it was like won, and like the only highlight I seen from that is like the Stephen Curry like one-legged 3-point runner, and then I forget how the format was, but like I seen like Dame hit like a game winner for one of the games or the matches or whatever, like, and that probably all together wasn't even 5 minutes of like total watch screen time of like the highlights. So 5 minutes is probably being generous. uh, but apart from that, what I want to start first is LeBron is getting obviously flack from people saying like he should have said something sooner about sitting out an All-Star game, give another player opportunity to be able to like get that badge of honor. Uh, LeBron is grandfather, and I feel like he could do what he want to
To
do.
those people, I say sincerely, we do not give a flying fuck about Norman Powell being in the All Star game. I don't. And I get it, but Norman Powell averaged 24 this year. He's been available 31 years. Like, bro, he really deserved it. The NBA has bitched about ratings this year being down. I think with the trade of Luca going to the Lakers, I think that will help somewhat. And just the trade deadline being a big bonanza, probably the most active it's
Trade,
been in.
yeah, trade deadline was like free agency like a couple years back, like every
Right,
year.
the trade deadline is probably the craziest it's been in about 5 years. Um, but man, like let's stop this narrative that LeBron robbed Norman Powell of this great emerging opportunity for him to finally be an All Star. Like, bro, sincerely, nobody gives a fuck, bro. And maybe the people in like I and I don't want to say like man Norman Powell, like I don't want to shit on anything that he's done this year, but I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. We talking about Norman Powell getting snubbed. Like, how many times do Trey Young got to lead the league and assist for him to get these bullshit run of the muck all star nods after 5 million people get hurt ahead of him, and then like, huh, nigga, damn, you can
Yeah,
be an all star this year. Like, come on,
yeah.
bro. So I don't know, man. I just feel a little differently about it, but um, hopefully Silver can save the product, man, because All Star game used to at least let the players wear they old jerseys and I don't know, maybe incentivize it to where you have whoever does win the conference or what conference wins it, because I think it should go back to conference. Maybe they go back to having home court in the finals again for whatever conference does win it. So it's like something is on the line. You plan for something. So
Yeah.
mm,
Nah, I mean, me personally, if you want to force me to blame somebody, I think I would blame Braun for it. Only
low hanging fruit,
because,
man.
huh?
Low hanging fruit to blame that man.
Nah, bro. I mean, I feel like I would. I think because like Braun, obviously Braun is a leader. Everybody follows suit with LeBron and like what he does. And I feel like prior to LeBron, your marquee superstars, they placed a certain value and interest in the All-Star weekend. Something as simple as, yo, compete in the slam dunk contest. Braun doesn't do that. And
Yeah, he watered down the dunk contest because I guarantee you, if LeBron James would have joined it, You know, maybe you see D Wade joining. Maybe you see all those other
Guys,
guys. You know,
guys follow suit. I think guys follow suit
right?
behind Braun if he
Yeah.
does it. So like that's just from the component of
But you
like
know what
just
that is, though. He haven't done it because he was scared. He been scared every year that he'll lose it, and because MJ done won one. You know what I mean? It's added pressure on.
yeah. I mean, but I feel like Braun has been under far more pressure that I wouldn't reduce like his pressure to like an all-star week. It's like, bro, like just compete because I feel like superstars coming behind him will feel like I gotta do it. Because Braun would be following Jordan or Kobe, and all right, the next player coming up, okay, Braun did it, I gotta do it. I mean, but Braun has obviously carved his own path and done what he's wanted to do. But if you had to, I'm not really trying to hold a gun to his head about the situation. But if you had to blame somebody, um, and I think also too when Kobe was in the league, obviously Kobe had like that overly like competitive nature, and like Kobe was an alpha, he was a leader, and so like that matriculated in terms of like him defending guys, to the brink in the games, making them more competitive, and guys follow suit. Whereas like Braun just out there, hey, appreciate y'all. I'm not trying to get hurt. This is just another victory lap for me midway through the season. Appreciate it. When I was done, this don't have nothing to do with LeBron, what I'm about to say, but when I was done with like the All-Star weekend is when uh that was like Giannis had got like a fast break and like Steph just happened to be on at the other end of the court behind the play.
Oh, bro, and he
He
just
got on
laid
the
down on
court
the
and like
floor.
did, yeah. At that point, I was just like, I'm done. I'm done. But I want to say this in trying to, not even in trying to, in acknowledging the players as being human beings and understanding and respecting them to be like, this isn't just a fun fair for them. This is their job. Like you talk about the guys like not being competitive and guys like not doing enough to make the game exciting and interesting. Like, bruh, they want to break just as much as everybody else. Like, you got all the other players and coaches and staff who were at home or not even or in on Cancun on these big lavish like quick getaways, and they still tied down, anchored to having to fulfill these obligations of the All Star weekend. Like these dudes like want breaks too. Like I mean, you could argue like maybe they get 2 or 3 days after All Star break before they have to return back to their team and get the second half of the season going. But like if you want to shoot them some bail, it's just like I get it. Like they didn't play 40 some plus, they didn't play half the season like everybody else. And now on top of that, you expecting them to go out and put on like this barrage of like playoff atmosphere type like back and forth game. So it's like I get it. Although to that counter of an argument, you could be like, bro, them boys, we seen them play harder in the summertime against one another. Like, so like what are we talking about?